Been a really good season so far. We've had 5 race fixtures here at Beverley, so the bulk of the season's still to come, but we've set off really well. Been very lucky with the weather, had excellent attendances, and we've had some really classy racing performances here.
And what about the crowds? How are they up on perhaps last year?
So far, our 2 feature days that we've had so far have seen a really healthy increase on the crowds. We raced on Bank Holiday Monday at the beginning of May, and also our really popular, very British Raceday at the end of May. Very British Raceday was a runaway success. A big increase on the crowd on that day. Probably due to the fact that we did put on some extra smart racing on the day, but a really good day had by all.
And what sort of attendances would you get for a meeting?
Our average attendance at Beverley is about 4,000. Our biggest attendance is in August. We have 2 big days in August. The Journal Ladies' Day always attracts a good crowd in excess of 12,000. As does our Sunday race meeting at the end of May over the bank holiday weekend. That's always a really popular one.
And what about the rest of the season then? Any plans, apart from the 2 big races that you mentioned? Anything special in the pipeline?
Well, again, we're building up to our big feature days for the rest of the season. We have a very busy double header at the beginning of July, where we race on the Friday evening and the Saturday afternoon on the 3rd and 4th of July. And they're always a great party atmosphere, good fun.